Dogs are fascinating creatures full of mystery and love. We cherish their playful antics and unwavering loyalty. But sometimes, their nighttime behavior leaves us puzzled and sleepless. Dogs use a variety of vocalizations, including barking and howling to express themselves. While these sounds might seem disruptive in the quiet of the night, they are often your dog's way of communicating a need or emotion. Understanding these reasons is key to addressing the behavior and restoring peace to your household. Howling is deeply ingrained in their DNA, used for long-distance communication, pack bonding, and territory marking. Barking can convey a range of emotions from excitement and playfulness to fear, anxiety, and territoriality. In the stillness of the night, with fewer distractions, your dog's senses are heightened. Let's delve into the most common reasons behind this behavior. Howling is an ancient form of communication passed down from dogs' wild ancestors. It's a primal sound that echoes through the night, connecting canines across vast distances. When your dog throws back its head and lets out a mournful howl, they are tapping into this ancient language. Sirens wailing in the distance, a neighbor's dog barking, or even high-pitched music can all set your dog off. These sounds stimulate their innate instincts, prompting them to respond with a chorus of their own. It's their way of acknowledging the sound and communicating with their surroundings. In the wild, wolves howl to locate each other during hunts, or to reassemble after being separated. Domesticated dogs may howl for similar reasons, especially if they are separated from their human family. Just like wolves howl to mark their territory, our canine companions might howl to announce their presence to other dogs in the vicinity. While this behavior is more common in male dogs, females can also howl to deter potential intruders from their perceived domain. Barking is a much more nuanced form of communication than howling, with a wider range of meanings. Dogs use different barks to convey different messages, and it's up to us, as their human companions, to learn to interpret these vocal cues. A playful bark during a game of fetch sounds vastly different from an urgent, frantic bark signaling danger. One of the most common reasons for nighttime barking is attention seeking. Just like children crave their parents' attention, dogs crave ours. If your dog is feeling ignored or simply wants to engage in some late-night cuddles, they might bark to get your attention. Fear and anxiety can also manifest as nighttime barking. Any change in their environment or daily schedule can trigger anxiety, leading to excessive barking. A strange noise outside, the scent of a wild animal passing through the yard, or even the rumble of a distant thunderstorm can trigger fear and anxiety, leading to barking. It's their way of alerting you to potential threats and seeking reassurance. Dogs, like humans, thrive on attention and companionship. They are social creatures who crave interaction, both with their human families and with other dogs. Some dogs, especially those who are bored or lack sufficient mental and physical stimulation, might resort to attention-seeking behaviors at night. Imagine this: you're snuggled up in bed, ready for a good night's sleep, when suddenly, your furry friend starts barking insistently. You try to ignore it, hoping they'll settle down, but the barking persists, escalating in volume and urgency. Your dog greets you with a wagging tail and excited yips, clearly pleased that their tactic worked. This is a classic example of attention-seeking behavior. The key to curbing attention-seeking barking is to establish consistent boundaries and ignore the behavior. If you give in even occasionally, you're sending mixed signals, confusing your dog and prolonging the problem. Separation anxiety is a common behavioral issue in dogs, characterized by extreme distress and anxiety when they are separated from their primary caregivers. For some dogs, the anxiety associated with separation is amplified at night. The darkness, combined with the lack of usual distractions and activity, can intensify their feelings of loneliness and isolation. This can lead to excessive barking or howling as they try to cope with their distress and call out for their absent humans. Dogs with separation anxiety often have a heightened sense of attachment to their owners. Managing separation anxiety requires patience, consistency, and a multifaceted approach. The goal is to help your dog develop a sense of independence and learn to cope with being alone without feeling overwhelmed by anxiety. The world is full of strange and wonderful sounds, but what we perceive as ordinary background noise can be a source of fear and anxiety for our canine companions. Dogs have a much more acute sense of hearing than humans, capable of detecting sounds at frequencies we can only dream of. Thunderstorms, fireworks, sirens, construction noises, and even the hum of household appliances can all trigger fear and anxiety in dogs, leading to a symphony of nighttime barking. These sounds, particularly when they occur unexpectedly or at night, can startle dogs, activating their fight-or-flight response and causing them to bark as a way of alerting you to the perceived threat. Fear-based barking is often accompanied by other signs of anxiety, such as panting, pacing, trembling, hiding, and whining. Addressing fear and phobias in dogs requires a compassionate and patient approach. Dogs are masters of disguising pain, often masking their discomfort until it becomes unbearable. Nighttime barking or howling can sometimes be a sign that your dog is experiencing pain or discomfort, a way for them to communicate their distress when other forms of communication fail. If your dog is suddenly barking or howling at night, especially if this is out of character for them, it's crucial to rule out any underlying medical conditions. Pain from arthritis, dental problems, ear infections, injuries, or even internal issues can manifest as nighttime vocalizations. Observe your dog closely for any other signs of pain or illness, such as changes in appetite, lethargy, limping, restlessness, or unusual behavior. If you suspect your dog might be in pain, it's essential to consult with your veterinarian as soon as possible. Early diagnosis and treatment are crucial for managing pain, preventing further complications, and ensuring your furry friend's well-being. While behavioral reasons account for a significant portion of nighttime barking and howling in dogs, it's crucial to remember that medical conditions can also contribute to these vocalizations. Certain medical conditions such as cognitive decline, hearing loss, or vision impairment can trigger confusion and anxiety in dogs, especially at night. As the sun sets and darkness descends, dogs with these conditions might become disoriented, bark excessively, pace restlessly, or even have accidents in the house. For example, canine cognitive dysfunction, a neurodegenerative disease that affects senior dogs, can cause a range of behavioral changes, including increased vocalization, disorientation, altered sleep-wake cycles, and house soiling. If your dog's nighttime barking is a new or sudden development, or if it's accompanied by other concerning symptoms, such as changes in appetite, thirst, urination, defecation, or overall demeanor, it's crucial to schedule a checkup with your veterinarian. They can perform a thorough physical examination, order any necessary diagnostic tests, and rule out any underlying medical conditions that might be contributing to your dog's behavior. Dealing with a dog who barks or howls excessively at night can be frustrating, but don't despair. There are practical tips to manage nighttime noise and restore peace. Ensure your dog gets sufficient exercise during the day. A tired dog is less likely to bark or howl out of boredom. Create a calming bedtime routine to reduce nighttime anxiety. Dogs find comfort in predictability. Incorporate calming activities like a gentle massage into their evening. Ensure your dog has a comfortable and safe sleeping space. Behind every behavioral issue lies an unmet need. Dogs who bark or howl at night are often trying to communicate a need, whether it's for attention, stimulation, or security. Addressing these needs strengthens your bond and empowers your dog to live a happier life. Positive reinforcement training builds confidence and reduces anxiety. Dogs are eager to please and earn rewards for good behavior. Use treats, praise, or toys to reinforce desired behaviors and redirect unwanted ones. Consistency is key in training and behavior modification. Establish and enforce clear rules and boundaries. Living with a dog who barks or howls excessively at night can feel like an endless battle against sleep deprivation. But remember, there is hope. By understanding the reasons behind this behavior and implementing the practical tips and training techniques outlined in this essay, you can help your furry friend find their voice, communicate their needs effectively, and most importantly, enjoy peaceful nights filled with restful slumber. Remember, every dog is unique, with their own personality, quirks, and sensitivities. What works for one dog might not work for another, so be patient, experiment with different approaches, and don't hesitate to seek professional help from a certified dog trainer or behaviorist if you're struggling to manage your dog's nighttime vocalizations. The journey to a quieter home might require some trial and error, but the rewards of a harmonious relationship with your beloved canine companion are well worth the effort.